What's up everyone, welcome back to Shed Movies, the home of the best movie and TV series recaps. After a long wait, Lioness Season 3 finally returns, and Taylor Sheridan wastes absolutely no time throwing us into one of the most intense openings in the series. This premiere immediately reminds us why Lioness has become one of television's most gripping espionage thrillers. Instead of easing viewers back into the story, the episode drops us into danger from the very first scene. Jo McNamara finds herself targeted in a shocking ambush, while a covert operation in war-torn Ukraine uncovers a conspiracy that could reshape the CIA's next mission. Hidden enemies, political manipulation, and betrayal begin to emerge from every direction. Today on Shed Movies, we're breaking down every major event from the Season 3 premiere, explaining what really happened, uncovering the hidden clues you may have missed, and ending with our predictions for Episode 2 and beyond. One of the biggest surprises is how peacefully the episode begins. For the first time in a long while, Jo appears to be enjoying a quiet family moment. After surviving countless missions that nearly cost her life in previous seasons, she finally seems able to reconnect with her husband and children. But fans quickly realize something feels off. Taylor Sheridan deliberately creates this peaceful atmosphere to make viewers lower their guard. Because in the world of Lioness, peace never lasts. The show is telling us that Jo's enemies haven't forgotten her. They're simply waiting for the perfect opportunity. Without warning, the story jumps back 6 months. We find ourselves in Donetsk, Ukraine, in the middle of an active war zone. This sequence immediately changes the tone of the episode. Instead of secret surveillance missions, we're witnessing full-scale modern warfare. Explosions shake the battlefield. Drones dominate the skies. Soldiers fight through destroyed buildings while intelligence teams coordinate attacks from hidden positions. Jo once again leads her elite team into one of the most dangerous missions they've ever attempted. Their objective? Capture an extremely valuable Russian intelligence figure before he disappears forever. Jo reunites with familiar members of the Lioness team. The teamwork we've seen develop over previous seasons is stronger than ever. Every member knows their assignment. Every mistake could mean death. Unlike ordinary military operations, this mission relies on precision instead of overwhelming force. The team quietly infiltrates enemy territory while drones monitor every movement above them. The tension is incredible because nobody knows whether they're walking into a trap. Sheridan's directing emphasizes realism throughout the battle. Instead of flashy Hollywood action, every firefight feels dangerous, chaotic, and unpredictable. One of the episode's biggest themes is how warfare has evolved. Gone are the days where soldiers simply faced enemies across open battlefields. Now drones observe every movement. Artificial intelligence assists military operations. Electronic surveillance has become just as deadly as bullets. Jo even reflects on how today's wars often feel disconnected from the people actually fighting them. The soldiers risk everything while political leaders make decisions from thousands of miles away. After a brutal confrontation, Jo's team successfully captures their target. But victory doesn't feel satisfying. Everyone leaves with emotional scars. The operation raises more questions than answers. Why was this particular Russian officer so valuable? Who else is involved? And why does it seem like someone inside the intelligence community already knew where Jo's team would be? These unanswered questions become increasingly important later in the episode. The story suddenly returns to the present timeline. Jo is driving near her home. Everything appears normal. Then disaster strikes. 2 individuals disguised as police officers stop her vehicle. At first glance, everything looks official. But Jo immediately notices subtle inconsistencies. Years of CIA experience tell her something isn't right. Before she can fully react, she's attacked. Pepper spray blinds her. She is dragged from her vehicle. The attackers attempt to kidnap her in broad daylight. It's one of the boldest attacks we've ever seen against a Lioness operative. When federal authorities finally arrive, Jo delivers one chilling statement. "I've been blown." Those 3 words change everything. They confirm the enemy knows exactly who she is. Her cover has been compromised. And now every future mission becomes exponentially more dangerous. The biggest mystery isn't the attack itself. It's who ordered it. This wasn't random. These attackers knew Jo's schedule. They knew where she'd be. They even knew how to impersonate police officers convincingly. That level of planning suggests someone with significant intelligence resources. Which raises an uncomfortable possibility. Could someone inside the CIA be leaking information? Season 3 appears determined to explore betrayal from within. Like every Taylor Sheridan production, this premiere isn't only about action. Several deeper themes quietly emerge. The first is trust. Joe no longer knows who she can rely on. The second is surveillance. Throughout the episode, nearly everyone is watching someone else. Whether it's drones, government agencies, or enemy operatives, nobody is ever truly alone. Finally, the episode explores the cost of loyalty. Joe has sacrificed nearly everything for her country. But the closer she gets to protecting America, the more danger she brings to her own family. Rather than introducing another straightforward terrorist mission, Season 3 begins with uncertainty. Every scene raises new questions. The audience is forced to investigate alongside Joe. That's exactly what makes Lioness different from traditional action shows. The suspense comes from not knowing where the real danger is hiding. Sometimes it's overseas. Sometimes it's inside government agencies. Sometimes it's waiting outside your own home. Our predictions for Episode 2. These are based on the events of Episode 1 and not confirmed spoilers. Joe will launch her own investigation. She won't simply wait for orders. Someone exposed her identity, and she'll stop at nothing to uncover who is responsible. The Ukraine mission will prove to be connected directly to the present-day attacks. Capturing the Russian target likely triggered retaliation from an organization we've yet to fully meet. The CIA may contain a mole. There are simply too many coincidences. Someone appears to know classified information that should never have been leaked. Expect internal investigations and growing distrust among the intelligence community. Joe's family will become increasingly vulnerable. Now that her identity has been compromised, those closest to her may become targets. Protecting them could become just as important as completing her missions. The season's real villain hasn't appeared yet. The attackers were likely only hired operatives. The mastermind behind this operation is probably someone far more powerful, connected, and dangerous. And when Joe finally discovers who it is, the consequences could reshape the entire Lioness program. Overall, Lioness Season 3 Episode 1 delivers exactly what fans hoped for. The action is intense. The suspense is relentless. The emotional stakes feel higher than ever. Most importantly, the premiere asks compelling questions without revealing too much, creating plenty of anticipation for the episodes ahead. With Joe now exposed and enemies closing in from every direction, Season 3 looks set to become the series' most personal and dangerous chapter yet. And that's our complete breakdown of Lioness Season 3 Episode 1. What did you think of Joe's shocking ambush? Who do you believe is behind the attack? And do you think there's really a mole inside the CIA, or is someone manipulating events from the outside? Let us know your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Shed Movies, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest recaps, reviews, breakdowns, and predictions. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.